Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, which is Mansell Media Corner, and today another epic year in terms of films, TV shows. One of the highlights of the TV shows is the famous interview with Princess Diana where she mentioned Camilla at the time. The what I'm talking about is 1995 in terms of pop culture and media. So let's start with some legendary films. And to start with, one of the best films of this particular year is the legendary Toy Story. What an absolute classic film. Then we got first shout out just to Jamie Batman Smith. I know he loves this superhero, but it's Batman with Val Kilmer. And of course, the most famous feud Jim Carrey ever had starts this feud off with the legendary Tommy Lee Jones. But you also had Chris O'Dell, I think, as Robin. But it's Batman Forever. What a great Batman film. Of course, you got one of the best computer games, what I think came out this year on a Nintendo 64 year later, but it's the legendary Pierce Brosnan's first James Bond film, and that is GoldenEye. Also had a legendary beat-em-up game, Mortal Kombat, with Christopher Lambert playing Raiden, I think it was. Of course, he got another great actor in Robin Williams, who's in Jumanji this particular year. Then you've got Babe, also appeared this year, and also you got another shout out to an awesome YouTuber in Jamie Powell. I know one of his favourite films of all time, a goofy movie which is Goof Troop. And I remember this film coming out, but it's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Of course, I watched a bit of this the other day, but it's Clueless with Alicia Silverstone and a blink and you miss it appearance of a young Paul Rudd. And we've got Heat, which I've never seen, but I've heard it's a good film with, I think it's Robert De Niro or Al Pacino, one of the two. But we got some legendary films with the likes of Rob Roy making an appearance. Not too sure if that's Liam Neeson. If anyone knows, please leave in the comments. But an absolute legendary film what I've never seen. But it's got Mel Gibson himself in, but the legendary Braveheart also came out this year. And we got First Night with Richard Gere. Also this particular year, we've got the likes of Judge Dredd with Sly Stallone. Of course, Casper the Friendly Ghost also appeared this particular film. And To Wong Fu, Thanks for the Memories, Julie Newmar also appeared in this year. Annette with Sandra Bullock also appeared. Assassins with Antonio Banderas. I think it's Sylvester Stallone. I think I'm not 100% sure. Then we've got Ace Ventura When Nature Calls, just like Ace Ventura 2 with old Jim Carrey in. But that's some of the highlights in the films. So let's talk about TV. And what, like I said, this is in TV. This interview is still to this day a really interesting one. And when you watch The Crown on Netflix, I've covered this one in this season. It's the famous Princess Diana interview, but making its debut on TV now. BBC One, you've got the legendary Due South. Okie doke. It's a brilliant theme song. Bump in the Night, which is a kids' TV show. Pardon me. They Think It's All Over. Can't Cook, Won't Cook. With the legendary Andy Harrit, I think it was. The Thin Blue Line with legendary Rowan Atkinson. We also had The Queen's Nose, which is a kids' TV show. But also on BBC Two now we had the debut of Game On, The Mrs. Merton Show, and A Close Shave. Now, on ITV again, we've got the likes of Kavanagh QC with the late great John Thaw, I believe it is. Lucky Numbers, with hosted by Shane Ritchie. Band of Gold, The Slow Norris, Wolves, Witches and Giants. And on Channel 4 we had the debut of Father Ted. ER with George Clooney involved. Friends, which I've never ever seen a single episode of. It doesn't appeal to me, pardon. Pork Pie, which is a spin-off to a great show, which was Desmond's. And legendary Hollyoaks made its debut on this channel on this year. It was Channel 4. So let's talk about births. This year is quite an interesting one in terms of births. So you've got the likes of Logan Paul, Timothy Chalamet, I think it is, who's famous for being in Dune, the remake. Not the 1984 one, but the current Dune. Then we got Kendall Jenner, and we got Dua Lipa, Post Malone, and Gigi Hadid. But in terms of deaths, again, some shocking deaths in terms of media. You've got the legendary Bob Ross, who passed away this year. The old crooner himself, Dean Martin, one half of the Rat Pack, which was Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, and I forget the other member it is. But they had Donald Pleasance, what can I say, an absolute classic actor, was in Halloween, I forget the Doctor's name who he portrayed, but he was in like a couple of the early Halloween films. A lot of other films. But you got Big John Studd, who was a wrestler who appeared in WrestleMania 1 and WrestleMania 2 and won the first televised Royal Rumble pay-per-view in 1999. And it was but also you had Fred Astaire's dancing partner, Ginger Rogers, pass away. Elizabeth Montgomery, who was famous for being in Bewitched. Lana Turner, and the great musician from Ireland, Rory Gallagher. But, again, another great year though in terms of albums. Got this legendary album, which is Iron Maiden's 10th album, The X Factor, which has got, can't really tell, but it's got Sign of the Cross, which I still play to this day, on a hop and a catch. Got Lord of the Flies. Last time I played that was, I believe, was 2003. And of course, the legendary Man on the Edge, based on Falling Down, with Michael Douglas, what came out 1993. We also had Supergrass. I think I Should Coco with I think it's called Feeling Alright. But yeah. Then one of my favourite Oasis albums, and again shout out to Magpie Movies, which is Geordie Paul. But it's What's the Story, Morning Glory, which is an awesome song. And then we've got the likes of Jagged Little Pill, which has got, I think it's Ironic, by Alanis Morissette. But yeah, you got that album up here. Also, pardon me, also in terms of sports, the FA Cup winners was Everton this particular year, 1995. The FA Carling Premiership was the legendary Manchester United. In Wimbledon, Pete Sampras won for the men's, Steffi Graf for the women's, and in Formula 1, Michael Schumacher. So that's 1995. So guys, I am going to be doing a Q&A soon, probably next week. So guys, if you want to leave your questions for my Q&A, please leave in the comments, and I will try and answer them in the video if it is media, musical, pop culture, or wrestling, or modern things like Funkos, or you can even ask me who my influences or on YouTube or what have you. I'm open to any questions. Or so what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna leave your comments in the leave your questions in the comment section, and also I like reading your comments. What films you saw this year, what you remember about 1995 in general. So yes. So please like, share and subscribe to Mansell Media Corner. I will leave the link for the I'll leave the link in the comment section. I'm gonna try and leave a link in the comment section for the other YouTubers who I've mentioned who are awesome. So yes, please like, share and subscribe to Mansell Media, and goodbye for now. Thank you.